If you want to make a narcissistic person lose their mind and go crazy, I will tell you some things you can do in this episode. So, please continue watching until the end. Thank you very much for your support. If you find this content helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it. Thank you for helping share this message with those who might benefit from it. First of all, you need to make the narcissist take responsibility for their actions because narcissists never like to take responsibility for anything they say or do. They strongly dislike owning up to their words or actions, and they believe that nobody should hold them accountable. It's natural for anyone to be aware of their words and actions and take responsibility for the consequences. However, narcissists can't accept this concept. When you are initially involved with a narcissist, you may feel extreme confusion when you realize that they are trying to control your thoughts and behavior, making you believe that certain things are not normal. Therefore, you need to force the narcissist to take responsibility for their actions and not allow them to avoid accountability for their words or actions. The narcissist should understand that their words and actions have consequences, and you must make them face the consequences directly. In the beginning, you may feel a strong sense of bewilderment when you encounter a narcissist attempting to manipulate your thoughts and behaviors in ways that don't seem normal. That's why it's crucial to make the narcissist accept responsibility for the consequences of their actions and not allow them to shirk responsibility for their words or deeds. Narcissists struggle to comprehend or believe in this idea. When dealing with a narcissist, you have to confront their actions directly to make them understand that they can't avoid responsibility. They must recognize that their words and actions have repercussions, and you should expect resistance from them. The second thing is to stop providing the narcissist with the supplies they need from you. Literally, guys, the narcissist will lose their mind if the essential supplies for them are cut off because, to them, it's like there's no oxygen or air. For the narcissist, you are a constant source of supply, and you exist to meet their needs continuously and without interruption. This is something the narcissist is entirely convinced of. If you cut off the narcissist's essential supply in their life, they will completely lose it. However, at the same time, you need to be aware of what you're doing precisely and what's essential for you. I'm just telling you about things that can genuinely drive the narcissist crazy if they happen to them. However, you must also be mindful that taking such actions may have a reverse effect on you or significant consequences if you do it. In other words, you can use this supply as leverage or use it in exchange for something specific from the narcissist, or you can avoid a confrontation with them if you cut it off entirely. The next thing is when the narcissist senses that their control over you is diminishing or being threatened. The most critical thing in a narcissist's life is their sense of control, superiority, and power. If these aspects are ever threatened or affected in any way, the narcissist will lose their mind and go crazy. You might see them display some mild anger so as not to have a negative impact on you or make them lose control entirely. They may behave like a child who wants something, and when you don't give it to them, they start crying a bit, hoping that you'll eventually give in and meet their demands. Of course, when you agree to stop their crying, they will repeat the same thing every time they want something because they know that crying gets results with you. However, if they reach their goal with a bit of mild anger from you, and you surrender to them, their anger will be more significant the next time. In other words, if you concede to them after a small amount of anger, they will keep escalating their anger each time. On the other hand, if you stand your ground and don't give in, they will inevitably accept the reality you impose on them. The next thing is if you abandon or leave them. Even if the narcissist says that they want to leave you or that they don't want a relationship with you and that you're not suitable for each other, this could be a test of your commitment and seriousness about leaving the relationship. It's not that they genuinely want to separate, they expect you to come back quickly and fear actual separation. It's also a way for them to gauge your love for them and your attachment to them. So, if you genuinely leave the narcissist and abandon them, they will immediately lose their mind and go crazy in a way you can't imagine. The next thing is that you defend yourself if you haven't been doing so before. The narcissist will not like this at all and will be greatly annoyed if you reject any untrue accusations they make against you. Your insistence on rejecting something you used to accept before, and your willingness to tolerate whatever they say to you or blame you for anything happening in the relationship, will drive the narcissist into a terrible rage. They won't be able to accept something like this from you because they weren't used to it before. Now, you are dealing with them in an unacceptable way in their eyes. When you do this, you are essentially correcting the course of the relationship and returning things to their natural state, where you don't accept something you used to accept before. The narcissist will never find peace and will become very stressed the moment they encounter such a situation from you. The next thing is that you ignore their attempts to manipulate you as if they never happened. If you can genuinely do this and remain completely indifferent to anything they do to you, they will go crazy because they will be surprised that you are not falling for their manipulation. This is something they weren't used to before from you. We talked before about a very effective way to deal with a narcissist when you can't separate or cut off the relationship entirely, which is the grey rock method. We mentioned that not everyone has the ability to deal with it amid the narcissist's provocations, but it's an excellent way to protect yourself from the anger and breakdown that can result from the narcissist's attempts to provoke you. The next thing is that you try to hide your secrets and keep them. The narcissist is someone you can't trust, and the problem is that due to your relationship with them, they believe you trust them without boundaries. However, you've realized that you can't really trust this person because of their manipulation and lies throughout your relationship. Remember that the narcissist has constantly accused you of lying about things you had no guilt in or no involvement in, as a way to manipulate you and your thoughts. They try to accuse you of having bad behavior or doing things secretly. So, you should be extremely cautious about anything related to the secrets of your life because if the narcissist learns any of your secrets, you'll be at their mercy, and they will use these secrets against you without any conscience or ethics. If you want to deal with a narcissist in a healthy way, forget completely about the trust that existed between you and them at the beginning of the relationship when they were the best person in your life, and you believed you could trust them with your entire life. The narcissist deals with you as if you are their servant and they own you. There must come a time when you completely remove this mindset from their brain and show that you are maintaining your independence and your private life. The manipulative narcissist should never be trusted with it at all. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like if you like the video, and if you have any questions, write them in the comments. Also, if you have any comment or note regarding the channel, write it in a comment, and if you have any advice or idea that advises me to develop the channel, send it to me.